Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. Today I'm making a Jose inspired baked ziti quick pasta for my husband who will be back from work in about 2 hours. So this is something super quick, super tasty, super easy to make. Though it has lots of ingredients because it is a nice pasta. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. I have my sofrito, I have ricotta cheese, I have salt, mozzarella cheese, I have minced garlic, I have a jar of tomato basil Wegmans pasta sauce, my Wegmans basting oil, the Holy Grail, Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper in the back, garlic, salt, thyme, Goya adobo, and I have sazon packets somewhere. I also have here in the fresh ingredients, I have a chopped yellow onion. I have parsley. For this, I think it would be basil, but guess what? A bitch only has parsley. So I have parsley. I have these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fresh tomatoes my dear friend Monica brought me from her garden. And I have some peppers here, so red and green peppers. And of course I have the ground beef. This is, I think it's 90% lean, 80% lean. It's from Wegmans. So it's about 1.5 pounds. With this dish, I'm going to do more meat than pasta because that's just how my husband likes and how I like it. So, and I have wine for me, for the chef. So let's see how this starts. Okay, so I got my pan preheated. This is like a it's a Le Creuset Dutch oven. This is actually one of my favorite ones. It's not that deep. It's like a frying pan / Dutch oven. Deep enough to make a really good pasta, like a nice paella or something like that. I love this. It is an investment piece, I will say that. This one I did get on sale because it was slightly defected. So, it was defective somewhere around here. But you know what? You're going to fuck this shit up in your house anyway. So, why not find a defect on some shit at the Williams-Sonoma or the Sur La Table and ask them for an additional discount? Whatever. This is my pot. I'm going to coat it. It's already preheated with a little bit of the basting oil. Now this oil, let me tell you, this is like my holy grail oil, and oh, there goes the lid. This is my holy grail oil, and would you believe that one of my best friends knew about this shit for so long and didn't even tell me about this? I feel so like she knew about this shit and never told me. She even had me pick it up for her sister had a dinner party one night and said, hey, she doesn't have a Wegmans by her. Can you please pick up this? And she sent me a picture. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's some regular oil that maybe doesn't have some shit that she's allergic to in or whatever the fact may be. I bring her the oils, didn't think anything of it. Until I was in Wegmans and there was this really nice lady who was making a salad salad. It was a salad, and she was using the basting oil. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is like amazing!" And then I remembered that my friend did not tell me about this oil. So shame on you for not telling me about this amazing secret. This oil is bomb. I use it for everything. So before it gets too hot, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my seasonings. I always start with my sofrito. I get the sofrito going and cooking. I gotta make some more, so I'm gonna shoot the video tomorrow about how I make my fresh sofrito. Get all of that shit in there, because that's the last of it until tomorrow. And then I like to wait a day on top of that, you know? So get my sofrito in there, mix it with the basting oil. Some more over here. And then I'm gonna get my fresh ingredients in. So my onions, my parsley, my tomatoes, and my peppers. The peppers are a little large. I like texture, so I tend to leave my vegetables cut just a little larger than most, because I like that shit real textury, you know? That's what I like. So I'm gonna move this around like this. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in it, honestly. You know, my favorite olive oil from Trader Joe's. Just to coat it, because I'm gonna let that simmer down and cook. And let those, since I have them, fresh tomatoes finesse. Also, shout out to my really cute spatulas. So I love these spatulas. I don't know if you see my videos, you know that I use them all the time. This one I got at Williams-Sonoma. Well, these are from Williams-Sonoma. And they do a campaign every year called No Kid Hungry. And then they have a bunch of celebrities that I guess like to cook. And the celebrity designs their spatula. This spatula, because I'm making a pasta dish, and I think it's super cute, is designed by Giada De Laurentiis. I know it's her as Giada. She's like the really chic Italian bitch on the Food Network that cooks. She's really good. We like her. But this is her spatula. And I also got a really cute one from Quest. Look at that. I take the fro pig with the peace sign. How cute is that? I like those spatulas. Plus, it also goes to a good cause, and I use these shits for everything. They're very good on your non-stick or even any cooking tool you use. I use this. So it doesn't have to be for baking. So shout out to them for giving back to no kid being hungry, because being hungry is some serious ass shit. And the fact that there are kids that are hungry out there, it's pretty fucking sad. Now, I do think, however, I will say this, Williams-Sonoma, I believe your campaign, because I used to work for Williams-Sonoma, and they would have trouble moving these damn spatulas. No one would buy the shit, because they were $13 spatulas, and they were just funky looking. I don't know, but it was hard to move them. And I remember the spatulas being in the store for much longer than they were supposed to be in the store. Have the Kardashians design a spatula. Have Kris Jenner design a spatula. Those shits will fly out your store in a matter of seconds. Just a heads up. I'm going to let this cook down just for a little bit. I'm going to cover it. And I'll be back in a minute. I just realized I forgot my garlic. Holy shit. How do I forget garlic? It's okay. It's okay. The cooking's not over. You guys also know that I use this kind of garlic. This is the Goya already minced garlic. I like to save time. Who the fuck has time to really cut the fresh garlic up like that? Not me. I like a lot of garlic too. So that'll probably be equivalent to like maybe 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. At this point, it is cooked down. I added the garlic. A little late, but it's okay because this meal is nowhere near being done. So now that my garlic's in there, I'm also gonna put in my my meat to let that meat cook with those flavors. I got this meat at Wegmans. It's really fresh. That's why I like shopping at Wegmans. I hate when you buy ground beef. Now, I don't cook too much beef, honestly. I don't make that much. I like beef. My husband doesn't really like beef. But my biggest pet peeve is when you buy beef and it's all pretty and pink, like that. And then you get it home and you unpack it and you realize that the bitch is pretty up top. But once you get inside of it, it's not as pretty and pink as it is on top. almost like they coat like a nice blush over it. Or I don't know. Or they spray paint it. I don't know. But usually when I get my meat from Wegmans, I have no problems. When you go to those janky stores, then you run into issues. But I usually don't have a problem when it comes to Wegmans. So I'm gonna let my meat cook in that. Now, the flavor is already going. I can already smell this. So I'm gonna go ahead and there's still some frozen chunks. Okay, it's still semi-frozen. But let this cook down just a little bit more. And I'm gonna start seasoning my meat. Now I love garlic salt. I use a lot of garlic salt. I think it's just garlic powder with salt. Put that in there. Put some adobo. This is all to taste. You know I don't measure shit. Put some ground pepper. Then I'm gonna put 1.5 packets of sazon noir. I like this one more than the sazon goya because I think it offers more flavor. One between. It's like, I don't know. It's the same shit, honestly. But I like Knorr. Unless I go to Costco. Costco does a really good job of getting you a lot of sazon for a really small amount of money. And I can fuck with that. And I also take time, a little bit of time. Then I take, what else am I gonna take? Oh, just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit when I use beef. A sprinklage of it. And then one more turn. So I'm gonna let this cook up. And I'm gonna taste it when the meat is cooked. And I'm gonna decide at that point whether or not I want to revisit adding more seasoning or laying low. I don't know yet. It's a little early to tell, but it smells fabulous. Okay, so now that this is cooked down, the meat is pretty much cooked. You know, the meat lets a little bit of fat and juice out, which is fine. If it's too much, take it out with a spoon. You can actually save it for a base for something else at a later time if you want to, but because it really is just some good gravy. Like right here, if I wanted to, I would take some of this out. But for right now, because I'm going to add the sauce to it. Remember, we haven't even added the sauce to it. But the tomatoes are pretty much in there. And I'm going to add my sauce. This is the Wegmans tomato basil pasta sauce. Like $1 a jar. Whenever nobody got time to make no fresh sauce. That may sound cute, but I think this tastes just as good with my regular sauce. So now that my sauce is in there, and I'm moving it around with my nice Giada spatula, I didn't forget anything, right? Nope. I'm gonna let that cook. And this is always at low heat, especially with these nice Le Creuset. Low heat is better, because if you overdo it, you're gonna burn your pot. Okay, so now that your house smells like your grandmother's hallway, I take the lid off. Now this has been cooking for about 15 minutes. And oh my God. Okay, so now that your house smells like your great grandma's hallway, or a lot of food, delicious food cooking, you take the lid off. Now this is pretty much, the meat is cooked. It has just a little bit more juice in it, or gravy, or oil, or whatever you want to call it, that I wanted to have, because I'm still going to add some ricotta cheese to this. That's when you know your ground beef ain't all that amazing. I think I got the 80%, honestly, because that should be expensive. So maybe the ground beef wasn't as lean as I wanted it to be, but it's okay. It is a-okay, because I can take my spoon and I can spoon it out like this. Alright. But when I tell you this is cooked, honey, oh my God. Okay. And let's do a taste test. Bomb. Bomb. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of ricotta cheese in there, not too much. Just a little to give it that cheese feel. I just realized I got part skim. I usually get whole ricotta, but I guess let's try and be healthy. Why not? Okay, that's like, oh fuck. I just made a mess. That's like half the damn thing. I'll put that in there for fun. Okay. Did I ever tell you guys how much I love ricotta cheese? Like, I can legit sit and eat ricotta cheese straight out of a jar with a spoon. But that's some real fat shit, so we won't condone that. But I'm just saying, that's how much I love ricotta cheese. So this like lightened up the sauce. At this time, I'm gonna already add my pasta, which I already boiled. And again, I'm not gonna put that much pasta in it. I'm really not. I already boiled this pasta. It's like baked ziti pasta. And you're just gonna fold it in. Now, I didn't boil this pasta for dear life because I knew I would be baking this. But you can already see where I'm about to go with this. We are going all the way in with the Parmesan cheese. As we fold it all together and move it all around. If you were only here to smell this. Why not put some more cheese? You know, it's my favorite kind too. It's the Wegmans Parm cheese. Not the fresh because we can't afford it. I mean, we can, but we got other priorities. Alright, at this point my oven is preheated. I'm gonna take a little bit of not a little bit, we're gonna go extra. some mozzarella cheese. Also from ShopRite. Move it around. Okay, so this is pretty much a pack. It's really not healthy, but whatever. And then there's still some, so pretty much once the sauce settles, to give it like that giada look, let's put some more sauce on that bitch, but like some red sauce. Just slightly lighter than the sauce that's in the middle of it. Because when he get home, and I say, Daddy, look what I made you. He'll know that I've been cooking all day. Making a meal that I know you like. And I've been cleaning this damn house all over. And then I'm gonna take a sprig of that parsley. Also put that on top of it like real giada-esque. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of that basin oil, just a little bit. A little Ina Garten-esque. And then I'm gonna put a little on that bitch, like this. And I'm gonna move it right to my favorite kitchen appliance. My Breville oven. 350, 45 minutes. BRB. Now remember we had the oil / excess sauce that I took out of the actual pasta. Save it. Don't discard it. I'll show you what I do with that later. So pretty much we have about 12 minutes left on the clock. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It smells beautiful. Everything is beautiful in here. So I'm gonna I leave it, I take the lid off of it, and I'm gonna push her right back in there. Don't burn myself. Look, the baby even smells the cat. Cover it up and leave it like that for the rest of the 12 minutes. Okay, so remember that little sauce that I told you not to throw away? I put it in a little aluminum or stainless steel cup, typically used for coffee, and I warmed it up. And I'm just gonna shake it up in there. It's pretty hot. So I'm making this real giada-esque. I'm gonna take that sauce and splatter it on the plate like that. Then I'm gonna take, this is the actual ziti. My husband already dug into it because he couldn't wait. And I'm gonna take a piece. This is for me, not too much. Okay, so I almost killed myself with a little plot trying to make it look very gourmet-esque for you. But what I did was I took the sauce, I put it on the bottom of the plate, and then I took a nice spoonful of the ziti and put it on my plate. And it is amazing. So I hope you enjoy this recipe.